Colorado, sunny Denver, Colorado, not snowy New Jersey, where we're from. And today we're meeting with the food bank of the Rockies. They serve an incredible amount of people here, and we're about to learn a little bit more about what they do every day.
This aisle here is mostly purchased, as with a lot of food banks. The cans of peas and fruit and stuff like that just aren't donated anymore.
Where do you go out and actually purchase your food?
We use the Feeding America site a lot, but then there's brokers around the country that we use. One of the things we try to do is first line product, though, not the short code, because that should be donated.
Right.
So. I don't want to compete with myself. Usually the protein items is what we ask for the most. We take everything, because everyone needs something.
Right.
So even the toiletries or toilet paper or whatever, it helps. Everything helps.
How long has the food bank for the Rockies been around?
33 years.
33 years.
Started as a very small ministerial alliance back in April of 1978, and our original donor was Safeway, the large grocery chain.
Yep.
And the original agency was Little Sisters of the Poor. And 33 years later, we still have Little Sisters of the Poor pick up food from us regularly, and Safeway is one of our top food donors.
That's great. And how many agencies are you guys working with on a yearly basis?
We define agencies, active agencies, as one that's placed an order in the last year.
Okay.
And I think for our fiscal year that we ended June 30th of 2010, we had just short of 800 agencies that had placed an order with us. So.
Do you see the number of agencies that are existing increasing or decreasing? Or?
Actually, since the economy really started to bottom out, we've seen probably a greater number close than we ever had before.
Does that affect your operations?
Well, not so much our operation. What we worry about is if they close, are people in the community that they served going without food. So that's probably a bigger concern for us. So we want to make sure that folks don't have to travel all over the city to get food. And if one agency closes, we want to make sure that if there are others that are in an adjacent community, within a mile or 2 miles or even 3 miles, that they're aware that pantry, closed. That there's some way that they can help market themselves to let people know that they are open. And then thirdly, if we can help do that, we try and do that as well. So it's not so much how it hurts our operations. We worry about the people that are in that immediate community and whether or not they have access to nutritious food. The most recent data that we get, which of course now is almost 18 months old, November of 2009, food insecurity data is basically one in 8 Coloradans is food insecure. So that number is right around 700,000, a little over 700,000 people statewide.
Has that number been a big increase from what it used to be? Or?
From 08 to 09, it wasn't a huge increase.
Right.
From 07 to 09, it's about you're adding 50 to 100,000 people to the title, if you will, of food insecure.
Your thoughts on Move for Hunger, and what would you like to see from us as our fledgling organization continue?
Well, I'd be fairly arrogant if I told you how to run your business, but I just think tapping into a previously untapped source of food is a very, very clever idea. And the more folks that you can engage, I've moved 4 times in a period of 7 years with my family, and I remember what an arduous task it was, let alone for the pantry and the refrigerator and things like that, and the freezer and what you do with it, and you have too much for your neighbors, but not enough for a community center or something like that. So knowing where to what outlets are available that would take that food, I think, is a fantastic thing. And the more folks that you could engage in that, again, that's an untapped source of food. So keep it going, keep building your network.
Awesome.
So
well, thank you so much for taking the time.
It's my pleasure. Good to see you guys.